So, hello students. Today we are going to learn part 2 of chapter number 5, that is arithmetic progressions. Okay, in this part we are going to solve some examples based on arithmetic progressions. Okay, so let us start it. So now the question is given as which of the following are APs, that is in arithmetic progression. If they form an AP, then find the common difference D and write three more terms. Okay, so now let us see our first example. Now here we are given with a list of numbers, or we can say that a sequence of numbers. Now to check whether they are forming an AP or not, only one thing we have to do. We have to check whether the difference between the consecutive terms is same or not. If it is same, we can say that they are forming an AP. If not, they are not forming an AP. Okay. So now here first we have to write this one as A1, A2, A3 and so on. Okay. Now let us, so we have written A1 equals to 2, A2 equals to 4, A3 equals to 8 and A4 equals to 16. Okay, now we will find the difference. Okay, so A2 minus A1 is equal to 4 minus 2, so our answer is 2. Then in next step we will write A3 minus A2, that is third term minus second term, so it is 8 minus 4 equals to 4. Then in next step A4 minus A3 equals to 16 minus 8 equals to 8. Now if you look at this difference, none of the number seems to be equal to each other. So since A4 minus A3 is not equal to A3 minus A2, if you want to write further, you can write is not equals to A2 minus A1. So finally we can reach a conclusion that since the difference are not equal, therefore 2, 4, 8, 16 are not an AP. Okay. Now let us see next example. Now here we are given with the second list of numbers as minus 1 upon 2, minus 3 point, sorry, minus 1.2, minus 3.2, 5.2, 7.2 and so on. Okay. So now we want to check whether this list of numbers or this sequence are forming an AP or not. Okay. So again what we will do, first we will name this one as A1, A2 and so on. Okay. So we get as A1 equals to 1.2 minus 1.2, A2 minus 3.2 and so on. Now what we will do, we will find the difference between the two consecutive terms, second minus first, third minus second and fourth minus third. Okay, so A2 minus A1 is equal to minus 3.2. Value of A2 is minus 3.2 minus value of A1 is minus 1.2. Now this minus minus will become plus, so we get minus 3.2 plus 1.2, so the difference is minus 2. Okay, then now next one. Now A3 minus A2 is equal to minus 5.2 minus minus 3.2. Okay. So this minus minus again it will become plus. So opposite signs are there, so we can subtract it. So we get the difference as minus 2. Now next one, A4 minus A3. So value of A4 is minus 7.2, that we have written here, minus, so that minus we have written here, A3 is minus 5.2, so that we have written here. Now again minus minus will become plus, so in next step we get minus 7.2 plus 5.2. Opposite signs are there, so we have to subtract it, so we get it as equals to minus 2. Now if you look at this one, the difference is every time same, that is minus 2. Okay, so in next step we can say that since A4 minus A3, that is this one, its value is equal to A3 minus A2, its value is equal to A2 minus A1, therefore the given list of number, it forms an AP. Okay, and with the condition that value of D is how much, so D is minus 2. Okay, now we want to find what was the question, that if it is forming an AP, then find the value of D. So we have got here value of D. After that we have to find the next three terms. So up to A4 we are having. Now we want to find A5, A6 and A7. So how to find A5? So yesterday we have learned A5 equals to fourth term plus D. Now what is our fourth term? Minus 7.2 plus minus 2. This is value of D. So what is our fifth term? Minus 9.2. Okay. Then now we want to find A6. So A6 will be equals to A5 plus D. Now what is A5? So it is minus 9.2. So we get minus 9.2 plus minus 2. Same signs are there. So we will add the numbers. So in the next step we get minus 11.2. Now we want to find A7. So A7 will be equals to A6 plus D. So that equals to minus 11.2 plus minus 2. Same sign. So we will add them. Our answer will be minus 13.2. Okay. So in this way, we have learned how to check whether the given list of numbers are forming AP or not by finding the difference. And after that, we can find the next terms also. Let us consider one more example. Now here in this example the terms are 3, 3 plus root 2, 3 plus 2 root 2, 3 plus 3 root 2 and so on. Okay. Again same condition, same steps we have to follow. A1 that is our first term is equal to 3. A2 3 plus root 2, A3 3 plus 2 root 2 and A4 3 plus 3 root 2. Now we have to find difference, okay, to check whether they are forming an AP or not. So A2 minus A1 is given as 3 plus root 2, that is value of A2 minus 3. Now what will happen in this one? This 3 and this 3 will get cancelled. So what will be remaining? Root 2. Then now next step we want to find A3 minus A2. So it is written by 3 plus 2 root 2, that is value of A3. So 3 plus 2 root 2 minus. Now remember that A2 is having two terms. So we will write it in brackets. Why? Because here minus sign is there. So after opening the brackets, what we get now? This both numbers signs will be changed. So we get 3 plus 2 root 2 minus 3 minus root 2. Again here this 3 and this 3 will get cancelled. So what you get in the next step? We get 2 root 2 minus 1 root 2. If no number is there, means it is 1 root 2. So same roots are there. So we can directly subtract the numbers 2 minus 1. So our answer will be root 2. Okay. Now in next step, we want to find the third difference, that is A4 minus A3. Now value of A4 is 3 plus 3 root 2 minus A3 is 3 plus 2 root 2. Again after opening the brackets its sign will be changed. So what we get? Now we get it as 3 plus 3 root 2 minus 3 minus 2 root 2. Again this 3 and this 3 will get cancelled. So in next step what you get? 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2. So our answer will be root 2. Now it can be seen that in all the three conditions we get the difference root 2 and root 2. So since we can say that A4 minus A3 is equal to A3 minus A2 is equal to A2 minus A1. Therefore the given list of number forms an AP. Okay, with the condition that value of D is root 2. Now we want to find the next term, that is A5, A6 and A7. Okay, so for that we need the value of D. Now A5 equals to A4 plus D. Okay, so that equals to, now what is the value of A4? So A4 is 3 plus 3 root 2. So 3 plus 3 root 2 plus root 2. Okay, that is the value of D. Now this 3 will be as it is, but this both we can add. Okay, so in next step what we will get? 3 plus 4 root 2. Okay, then now A6 we have to find. So A6 will be equals to A5 plus D. Our value of D is root 2. Now A5 is 3 plus 4 root 2. So that will be 3 plus 4 root 2 plus root 2. Again, this we cannot add, but this both we can add because both are having same roots. Okay, so I'm just underlining it. So in next step we get 3 plus 5 root 2. Okay, then now A7 will be equals to A6 plus D. So A6 can be written as 3 plus 5 root 2 plus root 2. Okay, again these both can be added. So our final answer will be 3 plus 6 root 2. So in this way we have calculated A5, A6 and A7. Okay, so this much is enough for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.